Hello YouTube, this is yoyoprodigies here, and today I'm going to be showing you a tutorial called StarBurst. Let me show you what it looks like. Alright, so StarBurst. As you can see, it involves a lot of pops, and you have to have a lot of string precision in order to do it correctly. So, let me get into this. First step is to throw a double or nothing. Then you hook your throw hand index finger up and around the string. And like in Buddha's Revenge, you toss the yo-yo over both hands. So, next step. So, you've done that. Now what you do is you put your thumb over all the strings and toss the yo-yo back over only your non-throw hand. So now you're in a mini trapeze with the yo-yo in between your non-throw hand thumb and index finger. Then what you do is once you've done that, you open up this loop on your throw hand index finger with your throw hand thumb. And then you place this string, right, this one, the bottom string, on the string coming from the underside of your index finger, your throw hand index finger. You take that and put that into the gap of the yo-yo. Watch out right here, because throughout this trick there's kind of a big knot right in the middle. So you gotta watch out for not dropping it. So you've done this, you've opened up that loop, and you place it right in the gap. But only that string. Now what you do is there should be a string coming off your middle finger. You're going to extend your middle finger so that string is on the other side of the yo-yo. Alright, so this is where it gets kind of tricky. So you've done that. Let me run through this again. Open up the loop, put that front string in the gap of the yo-yo, extend your middle finger so that the string is on the other side. Now what you're going to do is you're going to curl your non-throw hand index finger in so that that string falls off of it. And then you drop that loop. So now you should have this little structure. Now, this is where things start to get into the pops. But there's one more step before pops. So, you've done all that. Now what you do is you stick your index finger into this loop, your non-throw hand index finger, and press into that double string. And then you go forward into the single string and underpass the yo-yo. This is the first pop. Now what you do is you pop the yo-yo up through this triangle on your throw hand and land on this string that's attached to your non-throw hand thumb. So you've popped and landed there. Let me show you that again. Pop up through the triangle and land on that string on the thumb. So that's the first pop. Now we go to the second pop. Second pop is a little bit easier because you're not popping it up through any structures. So now you're going to pop it off of that string and onto this front string, the string farthest from you, going from in between your two index fingers. So that goes boop and land right there on that front string. So this next part is the hardest and probably the most confusing part. You've done all that, you've done that, you've got your first pop down, you've gone to your second pop. Now what you're going to do is you're going to pop it up and land it through that triangle that's on your throw hand, thumb, and index finger. Now, sorry, this is the most confusing part. This part, you're actually popping it up through a triangle and, oh gosh, and landing it on a string. But you're going to have to let go of a couple strings right in the middle of this. Pop, land, drape through that triangle. So now you've got this triangle on your non-throw hand, index finger, and thumb. So you pop the yo-yo up through that, and as you do that, let go of this string that's on your throw hand, index finger, so that you have two strings going around your thumb. You're going to land it on this string. It's the string on the far side of your thumb. So let me show you what this looks like. Oh my, don't do that. That's not what you do. This is, again, the most difficult part. It's going to take a little bit to get used to. You done that? Throw, land, and then first pop, second pop, through the triangle, and then up through the triangle and onto this string. So now you're landed like this. Notice how there's no more string on my throw hand index finger. Now, let go of that loop that's on your non-throw hand thumb. And this part is kind of tricky at first, but it gets easier. Open this loop up with your non-throw hand thumb. Pop the yo-yo out the front and land on the back string. The string that's going around the thumb. And then the rest is just kind of a green triangle, but let me show you how to do it. Land, out, drop. Pop 1, pop 2, pop 3, pop 4. Let go of that string, open it up. You're going to land on this string right here that I'm flicking with my middle finger. There, pop it up, land it on that string. Now what you're going to do is you're going to let go with your throw hand thumb, and you're going to let go of both your thumbs actually. They're in a green triangle, pop out the back, dismount how you want. Let me show you the whole trick, step by step. Again, double or nothing, curl, toss, thumb over, mini trapeze, open up that loop, put the front string on, get the middle finger out there, release that string, drop the string, underpass, pop 1, pop 2, pop 3, and then up through that triangle and land on that string, let go of that string, open up that loop, land on the back, drop all, landing green triangle, then just pop out the back and dismount or bind how you want. And here it is, a little bit smoother. I'm sorry, I got a wrong wrap in there. So, again, make sure you do this part right, where you open up the loop and put the strings on. Because if you don't do that correctly, then things aren't going to fall how you want them to. Now see, I did it right that time. And, oh my, things are going a little bit better. One more time. through. Release. That's another mistake. When doing that part where you drop the thumb, you'll know you've done it incorrectly if it doesn't dismount into sort of a heart mount, if you will. I'm not sure what the technical term for it is, but yeah, so you gotta watch out for a lot of these things, because if you don't, as you can see, it can leave you in some nasty knots. I'll try. Let me get that untied. You've seen the trick, so at this point you're just kind of seeing what not to do. At the very end, I'll show you the whole trick again, but these are mistakes that are commonly made. Then the last mistake that I think people really mess up with is right here. As you can see, I've wrapped it under and extended my middle finger, but it didn't stay mounted. Now, if it's not mounted and you try to do these steps, it's not going to work. It's just going to fall off, and it's not going to work correctly, clearly, if it just falls off the string. So let me show you the whole thing correctly this time. No mess ups. Double or nothing, toss, mini trapeze, land, middle finger out, drop that string, underpass, oops, first pop, second pop, third pop, up through that triangle and onto that string, drop that string, open it up, pop out, land on the back string, not the front one, drop, pop out the back. So that's my video. I hope it helped. It's a really cool trick. Learn it. It's going to take a while, but it's totally worth it. So good luck. Keep on throwing.